Hello, my name is Cartoonfan7360 and I shall be reading MLP United Species. And last time I read chapter 1 and now I'm going to read chapter 2. So, hope you enjoy. Phazon, the most potent material in the galaxy. So strong that it could take over a whole planet in just about a week. I am 100% of it. Phazon is quite a powerful material, and I have taken control of 3 planets so far. Never underestimate Phazon, for this chemical will either make your body extremely powerful, or take your life. I am Phazon itself, so I call myself Phazon. I became so infused with Phazon that I eventually mixed blue and orange Phazon. When combined, they turn into a force to be reckoned with. I was knocked out for a month, and I felt Phazon through my own veins. The mighty force of it made my body tingle in supreme power. I felt as if I need the planet for all the power, so I created Phase. My Phazon flourished the land and slowly made the only planet made out of 100% of Phazon. About a month later, I created the Leviathan, a space-time device that could travel across the galaxy in only split seconds. It is a living, ticking time bomb infused with my blood that will bring forth a new breed of my race that will consume the planets around me. The regular time to make them would be around 50 years, but I decreased the time to only a month. I was going to infuse Norion with Phazon for the second time, but I was mistaken when the Leviathan I was on turned on me. It's an interdimensional portal to an unknown location. I braced for impact, but what I saw took more than words to describe. I saw one single ship drifting in the distance. I wasn't very far from it, so I blasted off to see what was on the ship. I stayed quiet so a possible alarm system wouldn't go off. I found a single unopened freeze pod with a 7-foot figure I couldn't make out. I released the bee and he fell to the ground. He breathed heavily, as if he was running over the desert planet of Talon 4 for a few hours. I helped him up. I asked him his name. John Syria 117, aka Master Chief. Phazon, at your service. He realized that he was in the presence of an alien, so he grabbed me by the neck and proceeded to point his pistol at my forehead. Who are you and why are you here? He spoke in a deafening tone, making my head rumble. I told him I mean no harm, and he proceeded to drop me to the floor. I landed on my feet unharmed. I decided to call off the Leviathan, and it was no longer needed. Then the ship rumbled for a brief amount of time, and Chief and I fell to a hard iron floor. We proceeded to the front of the ship to see what happened. We both looked in horrific awe as the fuel gauge was at 0. Chief, I'm glad you're awake. We're in trouble. We can't escape from the planet's gravitational pull. Everyone get down! Even you, Phazon. Okay. That was a short chapter, but I feel I can fit in chapter 2. Chapter 3. As all the crew braced for impact, Phazon couldn't believe the world he was looking at. It was night time, with the moon shining brightly, but he couldn't observe its beauty just yet. He had to brace for impact. He saw Master Chief clutching what appeared to be as a bar if it was his lifeline. And now Phazon could see the ground getting closer to the front of the ship, and that we were going to crash at what appeared to be a forest. Brace for impact! A large explosion was all that was heard, followed by nothing but darkness. Phazon couldn't hear, feel, or see anything there, which was not good. He tried to move, but was covered by a dead body of a Halo soldier. Phazon looked and was relieved that it wasn't Master Chief. Now Phazon could see, and he got up. Seeing nothing around him but soldiers lying on the ground of the destroyed ship, he tried to get out of the ship, but he couldn't find Master Chief. Although he survived, he didn't know what planet he was on. Maybe Master Chief knows where we are. He got out of the ship and saw everything thanks to the moonlight. He began his search, which started from the very front of the ship. Maybe he flew out in the front. Phazon now began his search for Master Chief. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's it. And I hope you enjoyed me reading chapter 2 and 3. And yeah, stay tuned for my next video. Hope you enjoyed it.